Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, Jay Briggs here from Pickdawgz.com, bringing out my NBA Jam session on December 30th, 2022, man. If you're looking for more of this great content, y'all know what to do. Smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, and drop your like down in the comments. As you know, I love going through seeing who y'all like. If you're looking for my best bets as well as best bets from the top handicappers on the planet, check us out over at Pickdawgz.com. Click that premium picks tab. If you're looking for my $15 NBA Jam session play, my best bet in the NBA every night, man, you can click that link in the description. $15. Scoop that up, man. We look to bounce back on that play tonight, man. I know we've been pretty cold this week in the NBA. Happens, man, but we look to bounce back, man. Y'all know a heater's on the way. I feel it coming, man, and hopefully it starts tonight, so we'll see. Follow me on Twitter, Parlay Guy J. That's where I typically update y'all on late injury news and if my mind changes due to late information coming out of the association, man. Let's end this cold streak tonight. Bounce back night tonight in the NBA, man. 9-game card. Let's smash it per usual. And without further ado, man, let's go ahead and hop right into tonight's NBA action. All right, man. In our first matchup of the night, we got the Washington Wizards out on the road facing the Orlando Magic. Washington road favorites laying 7, no total at the moment. Hard game to handicap, man. I'm just going to be 1,000. The Magic are without half their team due to that brawl we seen in the last one with them and the Pistons. Killian Hayes damn near knocking out Wagner on the sideline. Like, what was going on in that one? I didn't have that game on the TV. I kind of just seen all the replays, but I don't know, man. Magic missing half their team in this one. Let's see who's out. Wagner himself is out. Looks like Cole Anthony is out for this one. Looks like Gary Harris, Wendell Carter Jr., and Mo Bamba all out for this one, man. How can I get there with the Magic? It's not like the Magic have even been playing well here recently as well. They burnt me in their last 2 games against the Pistons and the Lakers, man. The only way I could go in this one is to lay the points in the Wizards, although I will say this is bottom of the barrel, y'all. This is bottom of the barrel. Laying 7 points with the Wizards on the road is never a good idea. Even though I know the Magic are missing all their guys, man, like I said, in a small, and probably one of the smallest leans of the year, man. I'm going to lean Wizards here in this first matchup of the day. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Los Angeles Lakers out on the road facing the Atlanta Hawks. Hawks home favorites laying 7.5, total 238. For me in this one, I am leaning Hawks. I think they can bounce back here tonight at home and take care of a weak Los Angeles Lakers team. I know the Hawks haven't been playing their best basketball here recently. They've only won 2 of their last 5, and those 2 wins come against some pretty weak competition. In the Detroit Pistons, they beat them on the 23rd, 130-105. They beat their Orlando Magic on the 19th, 126-125. Their 3 losses are against Brooklyn. That was their last game on the 28th. They lost that one by 1, 108-107. They lost to the Pacers 129-114 out on the road, and Chicago beat them in their building 110-108. But here tonight, man, like I said, against the Lakers team who's struggling in their own right. The Lakers have only won 1 of their last 5. This is also going to be the Lakers' 4th straight road game, their 5th road game in their last 6 games. I just can't get there with the Lakers. LeBron James also questionable in this one, although I do think he plays. But the Lakers just haven't looked good here recently, man. They got dismantled out on the road in their last one by the Miami Heat, 112-98. Miami never dismantles anybody at home, so that was shocking to see. Miami has one of the worst home covering records in the NBA. The Lakers did beat the Magic in their 1 win in this span. They beat them out on the road, 129-110. Other than that, man, they've been beaten pretty convincingly. Dallas beat them on Christmas Day, 124-115. Charlotte beat them by 4. Sacramento beat them out on the road, 134-120. It's just hard to get there with this Lakers team. I do think the Hawks are getting back healthier. I think the Hawks are the better team right now. They're getting their best player back possibly tonight. They're at home. Give me Atlanta. I think they get the job done tonight at home against a struggling Los Angeles Lakers team. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Phoenix Suns out on the road facing the Toronto Raptors. Raptors home favorites laying 2.5, total 222. I'm be honest, man, this is a tough one. The Raptors have now lost 5 straight home games. A team that has historically played their best basketball on their home floor. A team that has one of the best home court advantages, man. They have a whole country behind them in Toronto. But like I said, they have now lost 5 straight home games this Raptors team has. We go look at the other side, though. It's not like the Suns have been lighting the world on fire either. The Suns have only won 1 of their last 5 matchups out, man. They just got beaten handedly by the Wizards out on the road in their last one, 127-102, a 25-point loss. They're still banged up, this Suns team are, man. No Devin Booker. Shamet still out. Cameron Payne still out. Cam Johnson looks like he's out. Hard to get there with this Suns team, too, man. I am going to lean Raptors here in this one, man. I think that their home struggles eventually got to come to an end, man. I know that, like I said, they have lost 5 straight home games, but I just think that tonight is a perfect bounce back and get right spot for a team that has historically played their best basketball on their home floor. I think they get it done here tonight, man. So, in a lean, give me the Raptors here in this matchup tonight. Can't trust the Suns right now, especially banged up and not on the road. 4th straight road game for the Suns. Raptors, I know they've lost 5 straight at home, but I think they bounce back tonight. So I'll lay the points with Toronto at home here in this one. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the second team that was in that brawl the other night, the Detroit Pistons. They're out on the road facing the Chicago Bulls. Chicago home favorites laying 8.5, total 230. I know that the Pistons are dealing with some suspensions as well, but I'm still not laying the points with Chicago in this one. 8.5 with Chicago, no sir, I can't do it. Chicago, man, it's not like they've been great at home. 7-9 against the spread at home, and as favorites, they've been just as terrible. 4-8 this season. As favorites are the Chicago Bulls. I'm not laying points with them. Not 8.5. 4 or 5, maybe. 8.5, no sir, I can't do it. I definitely think, even though the Pistons will be a little short-handed, I think they can keep this game fairly competitive. Bogdanovich is still in there, man, and he's a bucket getter, so I think he can definitely still keep this one in within the number. No Caruso for the Bulls, no Derrick Jones for the Bulls, Kobe White day-to-day, Patrick Williams day-to-day, Javonte Green day-to-day, Killian Hayes out, Mr. Knockout Punch, Diallo is out, looks like, and Isaiah Livers is out. Looks like Bagley is day-to-day. But like I said, man, I'm just not laying 8.5 with Chicago. That's really what it comes down to for me in this one. I'm taking the Pistons. I'd rather sweat that than laying points with Chicago Bulls, me personally. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Minnesota Timberwolves out on the road facing the Milwaukee Bucks. Milwaukee home favorites laying 6, total 227. Both of these two teams are really struggling right now, man. Both of these teams have lost 4 straight basketball games, man. We go look at Minnesota. This is going to be their 4th straight road game for this team, man. They just lost to the Pelicans by 1, lost to Miami out on the road by 3, lost to Boston pretty convincingly, 121-109, lost to Dallas at home, 104-99. Like I said, 4th straight road game for this Timberwolves team. Not in love with the spot for them, but we're going to look at Milwaukee, man, and we could pretty much say a lot of the same things about Milwaukee. Milwaukee has lost 4 straight games. I will say this. All 5 of these, their last 5 were out on the road, man. They just lost to Chicago on the road, 119-113 in overtime. In a game they should have won, man. They were up convincingly, covering with like a minute left to go in that game, coughed it up, and then lost in overtime to the Bulls. Hate to see that. They got 100% dismantled on Christmas Day by the Boston Celtics. Lost that one by 21 points, 139-118. Brooklyn beat up on them the game before that, 118-100. Cleveland beat them the game before that, 114-106. Milwaukee has been struggling, man, but they do return home in this one. I think this is a get-right spot for them, a bounce-back spot for the Bucks, man. I am going to lay the 6 with them. Like I said, I don't love the spot for the Timberwolves. 4th straight road game for them. And, you know, they're facing a Bucks team who's been beaten handedly out on the road as well. I just think the Bucks come home and play some better basketball. When we go look at the injury reports, Chris Middleton looks like he's still out. Drew Holiday is day-to-day for this one, so you got to be watching now and throughout the day. The Timberwolves got some injuries as well. Looks like Kyle Anderson and Teron Prince are both out. So, you know, watch the injury reports for this one. I am leaning Bucks, though. I think they do return home, get a home win, and a home cover, beat up on the Timberwolves team who's been out on the road for quite a minute and has been losing. I think they lose their 5th straight game. So give me Milwaukee. I'll lay the points with them here tonight at home. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Philadelphia 76ers out on the road facing the New Orleans Pelicans. Philadelphia road favorites laying 1, total 228. Interesting game, man. Both teams are playing some really great basketball here recently, man. I know Philadelphia just lost their last one on the road to the Wizards, but before that, man, we know the long winning streak those guys were on. The Pelicans, though, man, they've won 4 straight basketball games. It's going to be a good one here in this one, man. I am taking the home dog, though. I'm taking the Pelicans on the money line. I think they win this game outright. The Pelicans, man, they beat Minnesota in their last one at home, dismantled Indiana the game before that, 113-93, beat Oklahoma City in a tight game. They went to overtime. Out on the road, they did get it done. They won by 3, dismantled San Antonio at home, 126-117. Man, this season at home, the Pelicans have been solid, 11-8 against the spread this season at home. I think they go ahead and get this one done, man. I'm not in love with the spot for the 76ers. I've been telling y'all, the 76ers, they just went through a stretch where they played like 7 straight home games. They were at home for majority of December. Now they're starting a little road trip, man, and I don't love the spot for them. Like I said, they did just lose their last one out on the road to the Wizards, ending their winning streak, 116-111. They were losing majority of the game to the Knicks, although they did come back and win and cover in that one. And the same thing could be said about the game before that for the 76ers. They were down 20 early in that game to the Clippers, although they did come back, win, and cover in that game. I don't love the spot for the Sixers, man. I think they lose their second game in a row. I'm going to take the Pelicans, man, who've been playing some really great basketball at home this season. And the 76ers, not like they've been dominant on the road this season, 6-8 against the spread this season for them on the road. I'm taking the Pelicans, man. They get this one done at home. Zion Williamson has been playing at another level. He got players crying, talking about he playing a different sport, man. Nah, y'all all are hooping. That's a shot at D'Angelo Russell, talking about Zion Williamson out there playing football. Nah, he just out there playing aggressive basketball, playing really great basketball, man. And I think he continues to do that, especially tonight on their home floor. Can't wait to watch this one, but I'm on the Pelicans. I think they win this game outright. So give me New Orleans here in this one on the money line. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Miami Heat on the road facing the Denver Chicken Nuggets. Denver home favorites laying 4.5, total 233.5. For me in this one, man, it's fairly simple. I'm continuing to fade the worst cover team in the NBA in the Miami Heat. 12-21-2 this season are the Miami Heat against the spread. The worst cover team in the NBA. Number 1 on the do not bet list. We've had them there for quite some time. I know they've looked a little better here recently, but I'm not falling for it. I'm taking the Nuggets at home. Fairly simple for me, man. Y'all don't even got to hear me spill it out. I'm just continuing to fade Miami. That's me personally. If y'all want to take them, go right ahead. Me, no, sir. I'm taking the Nuggets. I'm going to lay the points with them at home here in this one. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Golden State Warriors at home facing the Portland Trail Blazers. Portland road favorites laying 3, total 232.5. It's a tough one, man. We got the best cover team in the NBA in the Portland Trail Blazers, 21-13 against the spread this season. That's a league best. Facing the Golden State Warriors, man, the best home cover team in the NBA, man. 12-4-1 against the spread at home is this Golden State Warriors team. That's also a league best. And they're 15-2 straight up at home this season, the Warriors are, man. They've only lost 2 home games this season. Something's got to give here in this one. And what I think it is the Warriors homestand. I'm taking the Blazers. I'll lay the 3 in this one. I'm not overcomplicating it. I think the Blazers are the better team here in this one. The Warriors still dealing with injuries. Curry's still out. Wiggins looks like he's out again for this one. Draymond Green day to day. I know they've won 3 straight home games, including wins over the Jazz and the dismantling of the Grizzlies on Christmas Day. They also beat the Charlotte Hornets in that span. But I just can't get there with them in this one. Like I said a minute ago, I think the Blazers are the better team. I know the Blazers have lost 3 straight road games, but they did bounce back in their last one at home, and they beat up on the Hornets pretty good. I think their road struggles in here tonight. I do think they get a win here tonight in Golden State. Like I said, I know Golden State has played their best basketball at home all season. The best home cover team in the NBA. But I just think something gives tonight. I think the Blazers do get a road win. Hey, trust me, we've been riding trends all week, been getting our ass kicked. I think in this one it's time to flip on the trend and go on the other side. Give me the Blazers minus the 3 here in this matchup on the road for them. In our next matchup and final game of the night, man, we got the Utah Jazz out on the road facing the Sacramento Kings. Sacramento home favorites laying 3.5, total 242. Both of these teams, man, y'all know are my money-making teams. I love putting money on both of these teams, especially at home. And I'm going to stick to that formula, man. I'm taking the Sacramento Kings at home. I'll lay the points. Sacramento at home this season, man. They're 9-8 against the spread. They were better earlier in the season, man, but and they've kind of regressed a little bit at home, but I do think they get this one done. I love the spot for the Kings here in this one. This is going to be their 6th straight home game for the Kings. And this is going to be the 5th road game in their last 6 games for the Utah Jazz. The Jazz have also been struggling here recently. They've only won 2 of their last 5 basketball matchups. They lost their last 2 on the road to Golden State, 112-107, and to San Antonio, 126-122. I think they lose 3 straight, this Jazz team does, man. They desperately need to get back home. I don't like the spot for them at all, facing a Kings team who typically plays their best basketball on their home floor, man. All signs for me point to taking the Kings in this one. So give me the Kings in our final matchup of the night. Think they get it done on their home floor here in this matchup. And that's going to conclude tonight's NBA Jam session on December 30th. 2022, man. Thank y'all for watching. Smash that like button for your guy, man. Subscribe if you're new, and drop y'all like down in the comments. As you know, I love going through, seeing who y'all like. If you're looking for my best bets, the ones that I'm placing tonight, as well as best bets from the top handicappers on the planet, check us out over at pickdawgz.com. Click that premium picks tab. If you're looking for my $15 NBA Jam session play, my best bet in the NBA every night, man, you can click that link in the description. It'll take you right to it. $15. I know we've been pretty cold this week, man, but we look to heat up to end the year, man, and to start the new year, man. Scoop that up. Love tonight's play, man. Bounce back night in the NBA. Follow me on Twitter at ParlayGuyJ. That's where I typically update y'all on any late injury news, and if my mind changes on any of these games due to late information coming out of the association, man. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs, man. Let's make some money tonight. Bounce back night in the NBA. Let's end this cold streak, man. Talk to y'all on Twitter. Talk to y'all in the comments. See y'all tomorrow. I'm out. Peace.